Nerd Confessions.
Welcome to Nerd Confessions. It's been a week since our last confession. Just a reminder to our listeners, you can find our previous episodes and bonus content on our website, nerdconfession.net. We apologize for any loud noises. We're filming in an area where fireworks are legal.
Yes!
So happy 4th of July.
Woo!
I'm your moderator, William. I'm joined today by Tyler.
Yeah.
Tommy.
Yo.
Jeff.
This guy.
Sohail.
Yeah, I'm here.
Encore.
The hello.
And Ryan can't join us this week because he's dead in space.
Hey.
So now we're going to talk about what we did this week. Tyler, starting with you. What you do this week?
I'm continuing Witcher 3. I finished the new season of Orange is the New Black. Played a little Star Wars Battlefront. Started rewatching Twin Peaks, which is a very good show.
Very good show.
Very good show.
Very good show.
Very good.
Very good. So music's the best part of that, for me at least. And then still working on Final Fantasy VII Platinum, and I also played the Resident Evil demo, which was outstanding.
Surprised.
Yeah, pretty busy
very
week.
surprised.
Very
I haven't heard about
busy
PT.
No, I
Just
haven't.
saying.
Oh, you haven't played PT, huh?
I haven't.
Forgot you said that.
I haven't
5
played.
minutes ago.
I haven't played a Resident Evil since the PS1. So
In regards to PT, how did anybody beat that game without knowing what to do? Did somebody like cheat?
You just go through a million times and eventually you'll get it.
Because Ryan, when I played with Ryan, there was like, he said, okay, now you have to say the word Jareth. Is that like, do anybody else do that?
No,
No.
I didn't even heard that.
Okay,
shit.
yeah.
Did it do anything
he was
for
probably
you?
fucking with you.
Well, he's like, okay, now you take 7 steps in and you stop and you wait until you hear this thing, and then you take 2 more steps and then you stop and you wait till you hear this thing.
That's a little bit too crazy. All you have to
Sounds
do is
a
like
bit
look at
sketchy.
certain things and it'll eventually get to the end. I mean, I got to the end and I didn't do anything. I just played through and played through and played through.
I did it too, but it was because Ryan was sitting there saying, okay, stop. Now say Jareth. And I was like, Jareth? And something happened, but I feel like it was just a coincidence.
I think he's fucking with you.
He said he did it too. And he was dead serious.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's
That's
messing with you.
God damn it. Hey.
All right, Tommy, what'd you do?
I played the crew with some of our Nerd Confessions crew. A couple of us couldn't get on due to excuses in life.
Yeah, I don't want to.
They know who they are.
I don't want to waste all my money on an Xbox One.
It's because you're missing out
Well,
on
Jeff
that.
has an Xbox One. He didn't join us.
Well,
Damn.
well, the reason
Damn it.
wasn't it that it's the slow download speed?
Well, it's still downloading, so I'll probably join you guys next week.
No one buys that.
Next
one buys it.
week.
Yeah.
Everyone buys it.
What is it, like 100 megabytes down here? Or what?
Yeah.
Well, it should have been done by now.
Well, I got like 15 people on my Wi-Fi.
That's your
Oh,
problem.
that's
Encore.
Buy a better router.
Encore has both devices on it.
Wait.
I was waiting. I don't know. I thought Uncle was going to say something, but I guess not.
I thought he was going to talk about Marco Polo.
Yes,
Tommy.
I did. I started watching season 2 of Marco Polo. It's pretty good. The first season's kind of slow. You know, the beginning part, you got to kind of go through it, and then it kind of picks up towards the end. But season 2, right off the bat, it's pretty intense, and it's actually the very first scene is really intense. So, I mean, if you haven't seen Marco Polo, check it out. It's getting better and better. I think they're finally kind of taking back some of the feedback that people gave them, and they're actually using it. And I also started watching Ray Donovan, which is a pretty good show about a Hollywood fixer. So he's a guy.
Like he fixes problems?
He fixes all sorts of
Like
problems.
cars and stuff?
He actually, yes, he does. He fixes car problems. He fixes people problems. He can't fix Xbox connectivity problems, but other than that, he fixes pretty much everything. But it's interesting how you see him go through his life and his family. So if you're into like this kind of, let's say, enforcer type shows, I would check this out if I was you.
So backtracking a little bit, Marco Polo. Do you think by the 5th season it'll be worth watching?
It's worth watching now.
It'll be like a must-watch.
I would watch it now. I mean, hell, I'm watching it now.
What
so.
season are you on?
Season 2, obviously.
If you read the show notes.
I'm on season 3.
How
Season 4. Season 4.
Oh, you're on season 4 of
Yeah.
Marco Polo?
No,
That's not even out?
talking about Ray Donovan, aren't we?
No,
we were talking about Marco
I
Polo.
backtracked the Marco Polo.
Uncle is
On
so
Ray
good at
Donovan, I'm
multitasking.
just starting season 2. Like, I have the first episode right now.
Okay.
How many seasons of Ray Donovan are there?
They just started 4.
Oh.
It's a good show.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
John Voight's in it, and he's like the best part of the whole show.
Yeah, he's so captivating.
Is he the fixer?
No,
No, he's well, you gotta watch it. I don't want to spoil it.
All right.
it's not
No.
spoiling. He's Ray Donovan's dad.
I knew. About that.
No, I'm not gonna watch it.
Jesus,
Spoilers.
encore.
No, I'm not
Thanks,
gonna watch
Encore. Move on to Jeff. What you do?
it. I played more Overwatch. They're doing like a ranking thing now. There's
A ranking?
Yeah, you play in 10 matches, and they judge you by how well you did in those 10 matches, and they rank you on a scale of 1 to 100 on that, and you get more skins, sprays, and like matchmaking points or something. I'm not really sure what they go towards.
So wait a minute. It's not to make it easier for you to play with other people. It's just so you can get better rewards.
Yeah, it seems like it.
That's dumb.
so stupid.
That's dumb.
It would be better if they made it so you can play with other people the same match.
I know the same level as you.
Yeah, but regardless, I mean,
It doesn't matter though because Jeff's Overwatch, like 4 people play it, right?
yeah, exactly. Plus the fact that if a team of 6, if you got 5 really good guys and one guy that's total shit, you can still get by.
We'll just make him the medic, right?
Well, they always pick fucking Bastion. Gotta get that
yeah.
play of the game. I also started Parks and Rec.
Oh, nice. I like that show.
At first, I just didn't like it, but what's his name? Chris Pratt. That guy's hilarious in that show. I really like him.
A lot of his stuff is like ad-libbed.
I think he's so funny.
Have you been to the scene where he's on the computer?
No, I'm on season 2, episode 7.
I don't know what happens in all the episodes, but I remember there was one episode where he's like on the computer and he's looking up like Leslie's like medical condition, and then the computers don't have internet in that building, but they work. So it's like the set. So he's like looking up, he's just typing it in, and it says, "Oh, your medical condition says 404 not found." I don't know what that is. Like, it's the funniest stuff ever. But yeah, go ahead.
He was living in the ditch that was outside his ex-girlfriend's
His
house,
ex-girlfriend house,
which is so funny. Yeah, the pit.
not the ditch.
Oh, it's so funny. Besides that, I beat Nuclear Throne again.
Did you get the platinum?
No. I don't think I'll ever get the platinum in that game.
What's so hard about the platinum?
There's one where you have to play as Melting, which Melting has 2 hit points,
Oh,
and you have to beat the entire game without using 2 different mutations. One of the mutations lets you regen your health, and the other mutation gives you plus 4 HP. So you have to beat the whole game with 2 HP, and that's like fucking impossible.
that sounds like
Nor am I going to try. And then today I saw The Purge.
Ooh.
You saw it in theaters?
Yeah, I saw Renee.
Whoa, was it good?
We've always been a big fan of The Purge, and I really like it. I think the concept is very interesting. This one was really good. I liked it a lot. It was violent.
I don't understand. The concept is that America needs to have a purge every 4 years,
Well,
Every year.
every year.
it's a little bit deeper than that. This one goes into the actual like politics of it, saying that the reason for it is because the wealthy want to
Don't
eliminate the.
spoil it.
It's in the fucking commercials.
No.
Yes, it is.
It just says like something about politics.
And they've been talking about it for the past 2 purges.
So anyway,
They want to eliminate the poor because they don't want to pay for them anymore, and that's what it is.
oh,
So
it's
when
like
are they
a
gonna
political
stop
idea.
purging? Is it purged up already or what?
No, we don't know.
Like in the movie realm
So
or movies?
my question here is, when I watch those commercials, why do people go through elaborate themes of killing people? Why don't they just kill people with like guns and knives?
Because it's boring.
Yeah, because that's
Oh.
boring.
Boring.
Oh, got it.
When they put on
Listen,
Have
masks,
some sports, man.
Someone puts a guillotine in the middle of a like a alley. It's like who took the time to put this up?
That's my-
like why would you do that?
that's actually my only complaint about the movie is that it takes a lot of time close-upping people's outfits and masks when there could just be time that they could be killing. And they're sitting there, and it's like slow motion. They're kind of moving around their head and dancing and making these weird laughing noises. And it's just like, come on.
That was the
get to
main thing I hated about the trailer.
Get to the
That's all
fucking
they
killing.
showed.
Yeah. There's actually like a good 3 or 4 minutes of it from this one little faction. That's pretty much all I did this week. Not a very busy week for me.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
So Hill, what you do?
Well, I played the crew with you guys, and it was really, really interesting to play with you guys. It was really cool that we all somehow chose a different car. I got the Nissan.
had the best
you
one.
got the.
We'll get in that a
Dodge.
little bit later, though. So
But yeah, I'm just saying we all got a different
My
car.
God was the most powerful.
I restarted watching Parks and Rec because Ali hasn't watched it, and I think we're on season 3.
I'm
and
watching a lot.
what?
You're watching a lot.
I already finished
a
it,
lot of season.
but I'm rewatching the season 3.
Well, I mean with Ali.
Oh yeah,
You went from season 1 to season 3.
Yeah, every night we watch like one episode at least.
Is there like a continuous storyline besides the ditch?
Yeah, that's like the biggest continuous one, and there's another storyline that happens later on.
Do they ever actually fill it?
You'll see when you get to the end.
No, I'm gonna look it up.
Nope. I watched like 10 minutes Independence Day, but that was because of the weird things that happened. And then Mad Max.
So you left the theater?
Did somebody try to fight
No.
in the theater?
No.
Like Finding Dory?
And Mad Max. Oh, that won't. No, don't talk about that one. Mad Max and NBA 2K16. And Mad Max, I'm really close to finishing. I know I'm really close.
Where you at?
I'm like finishing up all the side missions from Gastown. I've already beat the race. I've already gotten the race that's at Gastown. I've already beat the Scrotus, and then I went back into the my god, I forget what the Buzzards territory, and I'm like looking for more stuff in the Buzzards territory. I think I'm really close. Really close.
Yeah, you just rescued the guy from the Buzzard territory, right?
To get more lights or whatever?
No, I already got the lights.
That was pre-race, right?
Yeah, it was pre-race.
Yeah.
I already got those lights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You're very close.
There's
You're very close.
another mission I got sent back from what's that guy's name? The guy that's in the ship. I forgot his name all of a sudden.
Ship.
The ship.
Oh, the god guy?
The guy that thinks that like a water god's coming back.
Rufio.
Yeah,
I forgot his name
it's
too.
not Rufio. That guy is the one.
The ending of the game's so good. I love it so much.
And then,
yes, excited to hear the review once you finish it.
Wait, the question is, do I have to finish all those
No.
stops and
No,
pick up all
you just
those?
have to do the main stuff. You don't have to do the small stuff.
I was like all these all these stops.
I know there's all
gear.
like there's tons and tons of side stuff in that game.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, I don't know if I can get all to this. I did upgrade all the bases though, and it's pretty cool with the progression of the upgrade. But that one lady, that pink eye lady, wasn't she supposed to take off on the ship with those guys?
No, it was for her sons or something like that.
Yeah.
She wanted them to have a new life.
The fuck? That was the dumbest thing. Like,
The whole idea was dumb.
because the whole thing was like really weird, and
They're gonna set.
They're crazy.
They're not gonna run out of gas.
They're
They're
all
gonna
crazy,
sail through the
yeah.
desert.
the really weird thing is that they're on top of a nuclear power plant source, and you can see the fumes coming up, or not the steam coming up.
I don't think I noticed that.
It's a chiller plant. It's a chiller for it, so it's really funny.
Very interesting.
So everyone's probably going to be dead anyway. But anyway, I'm playing NBA 2K16, playing the story still. So I finished the Spike Lee story. I've already finished that. Really stupid ending. And then on top of that, you continue playing the story. You get little things that you can do with your team, such as like if you make the wrong decisions, other players hate you. So you have to make sure you hang out with like your teammates. Like
What do they say when they hate you? Is it
like,
bad
oh,
English?
you made a bad decision, man. It's not supposed to do that stuff.
Like out drinking or?
Like imagine if you're playing the game and your team loses, and then you go out there and you're like talking to the end reporter and you're like, my team sucks. Then at the end there'll be like a cut scene where your teammate will come and say, you should not said that stuff to us. We don't like that stuff. And
You talk to reporters and stuff too?
yeah, you
That's
talk
cool.
to the lady that does NBA reporting. I forgot her name.
Rachel Nichols?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
God.
not Rachel Nichols. The other lady that is with the guy with the tie. Forgot his name.
Craig Sager?
Craig Sager, but there's a lady that's his counterpart. You talk with her. I forget her name.
Mm.
And then you also get to talk with your coach, and then you get to talk with other players. Like Steph Curry, like one game came out to me and talked to me, and then I had one where
Dang, so lucky.
you get to hang out with other players, and there's like ratings with them. So if you hang out with like Al Horford, if you hang out with him like 3 times, you unlock stuff, and you hang out with all these other players, you can hang out with them. It's kind of crazy, and you get more fans if you do dunks and stuff like that in the game.
course.
Anyway,
Oh, you get to like have interactions with the fans. You have to get to choose if you sign.
Can you
autograph.
punch a fan?
Do they hate you
No.
if you don't
Yes.
sign an autograph?
Can you tackle a fan?
so imagine if you do like a hard slam dunk, and all of a sudden camera will pan to the fans, and they'll say 5,000 plus fans, and it'll come out.
Dang, for that one dunk?
Yeah, I guess.
Wow.
So yeah. Other than that, I'm done with that. So yeah, that's all I did.
Encore, what'd you do?
I watched Independence Day.
Ooh,
Second time?
No,
third time,
from last week.
Okay.
fourth time.
It was all right. It was whatever. I saw Legend of Tarzan.
Third time?
Ooh, how was that? Was
Which
it good?
I liked. It wasn't the greatest thing ever, but I liked it.
I heard the
it's
Jungle
been-
Book.
Was his body rock
I like
hard?
how he says it wasn't the greatest thing ever, but I liked it.
Yeah, you enjoyed it.
I heard
it
it spend too much time in the city, like
No, not
in the
really.
real world. Is that true?
No, barely. Like a couple of minutes. 10 minutes in the beginning.
Oh,
A lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, this is racist and this and that," but
Why?
Racist.
Is it because of the gorillas?
black people and stuff in there, like all the slaves and everything.
Mm.
Well, Sam Jackson was in it. He was a comic relief. He was pretty funny. But it was okay. Like you don't. I'm not gonna say go pay $15 to go watch it, but it was. I enjoyed it. I saw the Purge election year.
Oh, did you like it?
It was all right. It was
Oh.
all right.
Who got elected?
Well, I don't want to spoil it for you, bro.
Good. It was a test.
It was okay. I think I saw the last two. I believe. I can't remember.
Well, the guy in this one was in the last one. He's the one that drove around that.
Bishop.
Yeah, he was. In,
He was in all three, I think.
I don't think he was in the first one. That was Ethan.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, he wasn't.
Fact check.
Wait, what's
Was it Ethan Hawke in the first one? He
but
sold the
what are you
home.
looking
Bishop
for?
was in it though.
He was.
Yeah, Dante Bishop was in it.
I don't think he was.
Get your facts straight, bro.
Maybe not as the main character.
No, I think it was like a side.
Oh, that is possible. Continue.
I rewatched it. I didn't remember too much from the first time I saw it, but Justice League Flashpoint Paradox.
Whoa. How was that?
I watched that one. That was pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's really good. Everything like the Batman versus Superman Justice League and Flash show and Arrow show, everybody's taking cues from this Flashpoint thing, so I just wanted to rewatch it again.
The Flashpoint was really good. The artwork was really good. And it was really a falling Flash in a weird way, but I liked it a lot.
Yeah, puts him as more like a main character, so I can see him like if he had his own movie or something like that. He could hold the whole movie for himself.
Like anybody knew that his family died or anything? Nobody knew that until you see this and you're like, oh, there he has a backstory. Okay.
And what's his name? Thomas Wayne's Batman in the alternate universe. It's pretty cool. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out. Then I saw Batman versus Superman Ultimate Edition.
Ooh, nice.
What do you think of those editions?
How long was it?
3 hours long.
3 hours too short.
It was a whole damn movie.
But I kind of forward through the stuff that I already seen.
What was your favorite new edition?
Sequel. You had a sequel on a DVD. Goddamn.
I guess the Africa scene, or actually I like more of the Clark Kent doing the detective work or news reporter kind of work. He was asking questions.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Batfleck's butt.
That was
What?
I don't know what
And they added a butt scene.
Ben Affleck's
God.
butt,
You
getting
know how it goes to him in the shower?
Is that what you
at
were,
him?
They added a scene where it was zoomed out a little bit and you see his butt and then it zooms in.
is that what you were looking forward to?
No, I
Is
heard
that the
about
whole
it.
reason you bought the?
I heard about it.
Wait, it wasn't like the ones in the other movies where had George Clooney and then it
No.
spun around and the butt was there.
He was
No,
taking a
no,
shower.
it was in the
Oh,
shower.
in the shower.
He was
Okay.
taking a shower before he goes to the gala.
Okay.
Oh. I mean, it's whatever. So it's my third.
Was
time
it worth
watching
it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest thing ever. It has,
Does it help the movie?
Sure, yeah, it adds sustenance in some scenes. Like
I watched it too, and I think the scenes they added for the Africa scene really explained a lot more, and they added some scenes to the part where Washington D.C. Courtroom blows up. Like he rescues a lady from that room,
Yeah.
and that kind of makes him seem a little bit better because in the other one he just disappeared.
You know how when we were watching the film, we were complaining that it was a lot of scenes where it looked like it was just cut off or it was just really choppy.
Yes.
That when you look at this, do you see those choppy scenes like oh, that's where it went when it was chopped when we were watching the film?
I don't really think so, but what do you think, Uncle?
I think it like the Africa scene, a lot of the Clark Kent scene. Remember, like people were complaining about Clark Kent, and he's like not in the film or whatever. So this adds more.
Yeah, they added him more in the
stuff like that.
in the
What's
office,
he doing
right?
around office? He goes to Gotham and interviews somebody and stuff.
So
like
more
that.
backstory then.
Yeah.
Kind of like non-superhero stuff going on.
Not that much, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Like how much? Like 10 minutes?
Of the whole. It was
Like
30
of
extra minutes.
like not. Yeah. So okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, overall, I'll still get. I'll give it a. I don't know. It's not. It's cool to see Superman, Batman, and everybody together, but it wasn't a great movie. But it's just cool to see those guys together and fight and stuff.
Okay.
I finished Veep season 4. You guys haven't seen that? Watch it. It's on HBO. What's her name? Louis Dreyfus. What's her name? Elaine from Seinfeld.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah, she's in
Yeah.
it. She's freaking hilarious. It's a good show.
Man,
Check
I
it
wish
out.
I could afford HBO.
The lady that never ages, man. She never
She
ages.
still looks good. She still looks good.
It's like straight up from. I remember her in Seinfeld. She looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
She does. What's her other show? The Adventures of Old Christine. The New Adventures of Old Christine.
Yeah, the one that's all weird.
Did you watch that show?
I did.
That show's terrible.
I don't know what's going on in that show. It's like all kinds of randomness.
It's like I feel like it's just her being crazy.
Okay, I know the lady from Parks and Rec's in it.
Ooh.
Leslie Nope.
Not Leslie Nope. The lady that plays I forget her name. Vanessa something. She was the one that plays Leslie's best friend.
Oh,
in
the
show.
Rashida Jones.
Rashida Jones. There you go.
Oh, baby.
that was a
Happy
biggie.
4th of July.
Like, goddamn,
That was a good
one.
one. That was a biggie. Yeah.
damn explosion, son.
So what happens?
Continue, Encore.
And I still continued with Watch Dogs, and in Watch Dogs I went to the prison scene, so I don't know how far that is.
I also
That's
agree.
insane.
Rashonda is very hot.
When you hacked into when he gives himself up in the prison, and then he goes to prison, and then he hacks.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, so I'm right there.
I don't really remember that.
Remember that you had to like stealth around the guards, and you had to go to like the little office area, and
Yeah.
somebody helps you.
Oh
And leave like, a
yeah, yeah.
package.
You just do it all through the cameras. Yeah, I remember that scene now.
Yeah, so I'm right there. It's cool. I'm not doing any side quests and all that bullshit. I don't got time for that. I'm just doing a main campaign.
God.
All right, for myself, I finished Division. I started Volume, which I got for cheap from the Midsummer PlayStation Plus sale. I played the crew a little bit. I tried Halo 5 Warzone Firefight. I recommend that. It's actually kind of fun because the team actually plays together, 8 players, just fighting the AI.
Let's
which
do
is
it.
kind of fun. I got Drawn to Death, and I was actually wrong. That's not a beta. It's actually just like early access. So it's going to be a free-to-play game.
I couldn't. Where did you go to get it?
We'll just punch in that code, redeem code on the PlayStation Store. And
Oh, really?
download it, yeah. Yeah, and then Batman vs. Superman, watch that, and that's pretty much all I did this week. So let's go into the news this week then.
All right.
News of the week.
Ronald Emmerich revealed that a third ID film will be made. Depending on the success of the second one, and audiences would not have to wait as long as they did for the second in the series. According to the director, the third film will be an intergalactic journey, maybe set in a year or two later, since he wants to maintain the same group of people, especially the young characters. Thoughts?
I don't think it's gonna happen because the second one's kind of bombing. So
I don't know.
guess we're not gonna see
I
it.
don't think we're going to see anything from that. I don't think we'll see a third movie.
So this one might be a little controversial. James Cameron was a big fan of J.J. Abrams' Star Wars Episode 7. He says, quote, I have to say that I felt that George Lucas's group of 6 films had a more innovative visual imagination. This film was more of a re-entrenchment to characters you have seen.
Characters you have seen before, and it took a few baby steps forward with new characters. So for me, the jury is out.
I agree.
I want to see where they go with it. Thoughts?
I agree.
Agreed.
It sounds like I wait. I have a question.
I didn't even think about
Did
it.
James
until I
Cameron
saw
say
it.
this, or did Encore say this? Because this seems like something Encore
Seems
would
like
say.
what Encore would say, yeah.
So honestly, I think that for some people it is a rehash. For some people, it's not. Some people believe that this is a different type of story. I really think that James Cameron is probably feeling a little bit like, okay, I have some competition with Avatar or something. Let me put some of my 2 cents into it. He could have just stayed neutral, but he had to say something. So
Well, look what he's saying. He's just saying more innovative, visually imagined. So he's just talking about the whole experience, not the story or anything like that.
Why does the opinion even matter for this?
Because it's James Cameron.
He's like a
think he's
big
pretty
deal.
overrated.
he found the Titanic.
He's
Goddammit!
good friends with George Lucas.
And sank it.
He's good friends with George Lucas.
He's made some pretty fucking good movies.
He has.
I'm not saying he didn't make good movies.
Terminator's the only thing I like by him.
But nothing.
I don't care.
Get out of here.
Avatar's
nothing
pretty
like
good.
Star Wars.
I didn't care for Avatar.
Get out of
You
here.
didn't care for Avatar?
I didn't like Avatar.
I didn't
Why
like,
not?
I didn't like Avatar either.
Was it for the same reason you don't like first-person shooters?
You like first-person shooters?
Well, it's because I'm not very good at them.
Avatar
Sounds like a personal
looked
problem.
cool, but I wasn't a big fan of
Yeah.
the story. The story is like you heard a million times.
Well, that's just like Star
Ew.
Wars Episode 7.
Not really.
Mm,
Not really.
same story.
Speaking of Star Wars, Rogue One may not use the iconic crawl text. What do you think about that?
I don't like that.
I don't
That's
care.
kind of weird. Why would they not?
I think they wanted to be a departure from the original trilogy.
Why would Star Wars not? Why would Rogue One not use the crawl text?
Catherine Kennedy.
It doesn't make any
She-
sense.
Well, she's saying
If they want to stay
Oh,
with
and wait, Encore before you say
He-
Catherine Kennedy. Who
he's
is
getting mad.
Catherine Kennedy? I know who she is, but for our listeners,
Well, I don't know her exact title.
She's
What's
head
her
of
She's
title?
like head of Lucasfilms.
Yeah,
Yeah, so she's saying they're thinking about not using it.
which doesn't make sense because they're reshooting parts of the film to make it more like the rest of Star Wars. Yet they're not going to put the crawl in.
Reshoots.
Those reshoots were planned from the
reshoots
beginning,
aren't-
Tyler.
It
Is
doesn't matter.
Wait a second. There's reshoots?
so they're gonna take out the crawl text.
Those are the big ones.
because
the
they want to separate it from other Star Wars, but at the same time put Darth Vader in it.
Well, what do you guys think? Should it have it or not?
I
should.
think that they're, no matter what they do, it's always going to be criticized. I haven't heard one like, "Oh, I'm so excited for this." It's like we always have something to say.
I'm actually excited about
And
it.
that's like who fucking cares about the crawl text? Like, no one even gives a shit. You
I don't even know what a
read
crawl
it-
text is.
So
You
the
read it
beginning of the
once and you
movie.
never read it again after every time you watch it.
Remember in the beginning movie when they start explaining, you have to read it, and it says this is what happened.
Oh, the crawl text. I thought it was like a robot thing. Oh, what the fuck? You're not gonna have that in there? That's so stupid.
Oh my god.
No, that's
For a
dumb.
person doesn't even know what the crawl text is, and it bothers him. Come on.
All right, guys. So we touched on this last week a little bit
I
when
thought
we
you said
talked
crawl
about damage control for Justice League, but Warner Brothers is now allowing journalists on the Justice League set.
They're being desperate now because people don't trust them after Batman versus Superman. That's what it is.
Yeah, but some bad
They're
news.
trying to hype it, but it ain't working.
Some bad news. The producer states that the Justice League movie is just one movie, so it's not going to have some build up to like a trilogy or something like that. It's just one movie. So I think this is a bad sign. It's going to be a convoluted mess, just like Batman vs Superman was.
Well, that's because they're in a tight spot right now. Because at the same time, they can't copy. If they start doing like Marvel's like style, then people are gonna be like, "Oh, you guys are just bandwagoning Marvel. You're trying to play off his
They
success."
already think that, and they're just. Like,
I know, but
taking
that
a
would
shortcut.
be, but
to
doing
way.
that would be even worse. It would be like, man, you guys straight up plagiarize Marvel's
You don't
style.
think they should take their time, introduce the characters, build up the story?
I bet you what they're gonna do. They're probably gonna go backwards. They're gonna do the Justice League and then have individuals leading up to.
But
That's what I would do.
What sucks,
Go
you can't just
backwards.
have the characters in there. You have to at least introduce them and have a
No,
little
fuck
introduction.
it. Go against
they
the
did in
grain.
Batman vs
Have
Superman.
Justice League.
That's why half the movie was just filled with all that nonsense.
Hey,
Introducing
Tommy.
Batman.
That's what they're doing.
What?
They're having Justice League and then they're doing separate films.
Yeah, see, they're gonna work
So they
backwards.
say they built up Batman, then Superman, then they're going to build up the Justice League,
And they're gonna have separate.
and then they have separate films
Yeah.
where maybe Wonder Woman will speak somehow, and then in other movies.
So it's got next film that comes out is Wonder Woman, then Justice League.
and then
Okay, and
Oh,
then
no, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, then Justice League.
Okay, Suicide Squad's next.
Yeah, and then Wonder Woman
And
next
then
year, and Justice League.
How many characters do we have out there then? Like 12? 14?
What?
With Suicide Squad coming out,
Oh,
and then we have Justice League. How many characters are coming out in those two movies? Like 14?
sure. I
That's a
don't know.
lot of people.
Well, I mean, two separate movies. They're not going to touch upon each other at all.
Too bad Christopher Nolan's not going to make this. Then it would be great.
dude, that would be pretty epic.
Is Zack Snyder going to be their main guy to go to for all
No,
these?
so they WB hired John. What's his name? Fuck.
Someone brushing their teeth.
Jeff Johns.
Happy 4th of July, everyone!
Whoa!
Did you hear that?
I did.
That was in the
It did
sound
sound like
it sounded like you're brushing your teeth there.
Didn't realize it'd be so loud.
You itching your beard?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like a toothbrush. It's like,
We just take a moment to freshen up a little.
so anyway, go ahead.
So I think part of them letting the journalists on the set was make them see it's not going to be like Batman vs Superman was. It's going to be more like Suicide Squad.
So the journalists are there as damage control. That's the final answer.
like I
there.
said last
Well,
week.
they've
yeah,
already
damage
reported
control.
on what they saw, so they let them see scenes of Batman, Ben Affleck meeting what's his face, Flash. Like introducing Flash, and there's like little jokes here and there. You know, nothing like Marvel status, but it's like they also filmed a scene with Gordon and what's in Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Flash, and Batman on a roof. And there's little jokes there, and everybody's like disappearing. You know how like Batman disappears when he turns around? I guess apparently everybody does that, and they disappear, and the Flash is still there, and he's like, "Oh, you're supposed to do that." So they're trying to make it a little lighter or whatever. So it's like damage control, but they're telling them, "Hey, this is we're changing it up." They got Jeff Johns, who's a DC artist and comic book writer. So he's going to be the Kevin Feige of the DC comics. The DC
I'm
films.
sorry, but they've already screwed up already.
But I think
they had an opportunity with Batman versus Superman.
I think
they screwed it up.
I like what they're doing though. If they're trying to do damage control, that means they care. They're not trying to ruin everything. They're trying to do something about it. So
we will see how Suicide Squad
Well, it's all
does.
positives. Well, it's all positive feedback from all these journalists.
I'm
right
telling
now,
you,
so
man. If Suicide Squad tanks, that's it. They're done.
it's Justice League. If Justice League tanks,
Well, new Suicide is up next, right?
Yeah, nice
Yeah, but
Suicide Squad. After two DC
Justice-
movies,
Justice
you still
League-
can't get it right.
Ju-
Justice League, no one's gonna see. They're gonna be like, up.
but it's already filming. So if
So?
that doesn't work out, then they'll stop.
Yeah, but if you got a huge movie like Batman versus Superman, where you had to have a whole goddamn sequel on special edition, just so that people would buy it, and then another movie like Suicide Squad, and if that tanks, no one's gonna want to go watch Justice League because they're gonna know, okay, third chance
It's
is
a
probably
completely different
bad.
film though. People want to see all these guys, Aquaman and Cyborg and Wonder Woman and Flash. It'll make money. It'll make a big opening, but who knows how it will be. If this one
I'm
fails,
excited
then
about Cyborg.
it'll be gone.
I want to see all of them too, except for Aquaman and Wonder Woman.
you mean the Hermit?
Well, you know what? Cyborg's not even supposed to be in it. He's not even a founding member. He's supposed to be Green Lantern.
I see his picture right here.
I know
Well,
he's a Green Lantern.
Green
founding
Lantern
member.
didn't work out for them.
Yeah, they should've
I
made Twitter.
think
turned
they
into
tried too hard in the
Deadpool.
Green
Ryan
Lantern.
Reynolds. But wasn't Green Lantern part of Fox?
No,
Oh yeah.
no,
Oh,
No, I don't know.
I don't remember. Was it?
Fact checker.
not a Fox.
no. Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers owns all of DC.
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
But yeah, Green Lantern's supposed to be founding member, but I think they put Cyborg in there because more of the younger audience these days like him more, I guess. Teen Titans and all that bullshit. So, and that's the only thing I don't like about this lineup.
Do you watch that show, Teen Titans? Anybody?
I do.
I saw it.
I watched it.
You like it?
Yeah.
I fucking hate that show.
Why do you hate it?
It's so
Because
good.
it's stupid.
Stupid.
Isn't there a new one
It's
out?
dumb.
Did you watch Young Justice? That was good. Young
No,
Justice.
I don't think so.
It's more mature.
I saw the was it the original Teen Titans? The one on Cartoon Network? Was it Cartoon Network?
It's too goofy, dude.
It is.
Yeah,
But if you
I'm
watch
just-
Young Justice, it's pretty good.
I might
check it out.
It's only 2 seasons and they canceled it. Fuckers.
Wow.
Cartoon Network.
Seriously? After 2 seasons?
And then there's 1 or 2 seasons of Green Lantern, the animated series. It was made by Bruce Timm, who did the animated series for Batman from the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
It was really good, and they canceled that shit too.
cancel
Wow.
everything.
No,
So
It was really good, or like you thought it was really
no,
good?
it was really good. It was a great show. And it was
So
also
why'd they cancel it?
Toys
It's like
didn't
2
sell.
good shows they canceled for no reason?
Toys didn't sell or some shit like that.
The
They always
toys
cancel
didn't
good-
sell.
Fox always canceled good shows too.
It was Cartoon Network.
Shasta McNasty.
I hate Cartoon Network. So Wreck-It Ralph, did you guys like the first one?
Yes.
I never saw it.
You never saw it?
No, but I heard everyone loved it.
You're missing out.
Apparently.
So what did you like to think about the first one?
I loved Wreck-It Ralph.
Who doesn't love Wreck-It Ralph?
He is right.
Tyler, did you see it?
Did you see
No,
Zangief
I
in
haven't
it?
seen it.
That was that. That's
You haven't
what
seen it
got
either,
me.
Tyler?
I haven't seen it.
Dang.
Encore, did you like it?
I loved it. I saw it in theaters.
What are you hoping from the second
In
one?
theaters?
I want to see Mario in it.
Are they taking over like the internet in this one rather
Yeah,
than
something like
just
that.
an arcade? I think that's what I read
I
somewhere.
think so. I don't know.
I like his little sidekick. What was his name? Fix it.
Felix?
Fix it,
Bruno?
Yeah, he better
Is
be
it
in
Bruno?
But I mess. My favorite part of that movie is when he goes to the self-help group and it's all the villains.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
the
god, and
villains
Zangief?
And Zangief was there in his underwear. And
He's
he was
like-
Yeah, I'm
He's
hoping.
like,
I'm hoping for more cameos. That's what I'm hoping. For.
I am bad guy, but I am not bad guy.
That's exactly it.
So it's going to have a scheduled release date of March 9th, 2018.
Part 2.
What I'm hoping for it is there were a lot of little Easter eggs in the first one about video games and stuff like that in the arcade, like the little Metal Gear Solid noise that made when he was opening the chest. And
I can't do it off the top of my head.
it was close,
Uh,
but I hope there's a lot of those in this new one as well, rather than just like internet gifs and shit like that. Because I don't want to see that.
Well, too bad.
yeah, you're right. Encore, the movie Green Lantern was Warner Brothers, by the way.
Oh. 2 points.
Fact checker, you get caught up in the
Two confession points.
So it looks
two
like
Tupperwares.
So it looks like we're going to have more original IPs from Pixar. Pixar has confirmed it has no current plans for any sequels after release of The Incredibles 2 in 2019. Pixar president Jim Morris said that the studio wants to focus on creating more original content instead of continuing to build on existing franchises.
That's cool. I'm down for that.
I'm happy with that as well.
They make really good stuff, so I mean, I trust them.
He says, quote, "Everything after Toy Story and The Incredibles is an original right now,"
Let me ask you something.
unquote.
Ask away.
Why the hell are there 3 fucking movies of Cars before The Incredibles 2?
That's what I don't understand that either.
I don't know either.
I didn't really like the first one.
Incredibles 2 fucking bombed, and they're making a 3rd one before Incredibles 2.
Maybe
Yes,
they just didn't
Incredibles.
have a script they wanted yet.
It's. I think maybe
It's because kids like cars,
does it have more to do with other
It bombed.
reasons?
but like the merch, like kids love
Merchandise.
cars.
Maybe the
It
merchandise
is
didn't sell.
Yeah, merchandise.
And they made like airplanes and all this other stupid shit. Kids love that stuff.
I was just waiting for like washing machines.
Airplanes was
Be a sequel.
bad.
Dude,
I
Nick
don't
had like
think
cars,
Choker
like
was it.
bed sheets,
Huh?
cars. I hate actual car's bed. Like his bed was Lightning McQueen. Anybody know fucking? I don't know. Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, keep going. So I was gonna say I like Incredibles a lot. I love the movie.
Incredibles are awesome.
I thought it was really cool.
was
But I
incredible.
think it had more of an adult following than it had kids.
Greatest
following.
scene of all time when he tries to put on the belt after like retirement.
Do you struggle with that?
Honey, it's time for dinner. I
think-
can't come to dinner.
I think you're right, Sawyer. I think there was more adult themes, especially with him trying to come together with his new life and his family and settling down. They were a little over kids' heads.
Right.
I thought
Whereas
the music
Cars
in
was
that
just kind of
great.
like, oh, talking cars.
The first Cars was okay, but it was just like after that, just like, why is there a third one? If the
I don't-
second one failed, why
They,
are
they
there
were
a third
terrible
one?
sequels. I don't know.
The music in Incredibles was great. I don't think anybody's remember that.
I don't remember the music.
Dun, dun,
Pacific Rim has an official date. Legendary sequel to Pacific Rim will open in theaters on
yes.
February 23rd, 2018.
That's cool because John Boyega is going to be the main guy.
No,
He's playing
John
whose son?
Boyega.
He's,
They get-
Edward's eldest son.
yeah, he's just going to be one of the main guys in the movie. I think that's going to be great.
Is Jax Teller going to be in it?
I don't think so.
What's his name? I don't know his name. I call him Jax.
I don't know
Teller.
what his name is. either.
Charles Hunnam.
Maybe you can
Hunnam?
explain
Yeah,
this
Charlie
to me,
Hunnam.
Charlie Hunnam.
since Ryan is dead in space. But why does Ryan hate John Boyega so much?
I think the only reason he doesn't like him is I think he doesn't like his over-exaggerated acting
No, it's
style.
because all his fucking jokes that he did in
Yeah, that's what
Star
I meant.
Wars. Like, it was just too many little jokes. Like every time he opened his mouth, it seemed like he was making a little joke. Like, shut the fuck up, man. It's not a comedy. It's like Spaceballs.
You saying something? What are you doing there? What are you doing in your face? Like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's like it was funny, but like, dude, just chill, calm down.
Yeah.
So, how many people have heard about Attack on Titan here?
I have.
You heard about it? So
I've
heard about it.
I've
Encore's
watched-
heard about Jeff.
I've watched
I don't know
the
what that
first
is at
season.
all.
It's an anime.
I've heard it's pretty good.
It's
but
a
I haven't
really
had
good
chance to watch
anime.
it yet.
So
Second
Jeff's
season?
the only one that hasn't heard about it. So Jeff, you need to look into it. The second season of Attack on Titan has been announced for a spring 2017 release.
is
Finally,
it gonna have a dub
fuck.
to it? You think?
Is it gonna have what?
Are they gonna dub the first season?
I don't even
Still waiting. I
care.
think
It's not
still
dubbed?
haven't
It takes
yet.
forever.
I
hope
don't.
they do.
I don't
I
even
didn't know
give
it
a
was
shit.
done.
It's
Is this
so
like really
good.
popular or something?
Yeah,
Really
it's
popular.
huge.
Good show. There's a video game coming out
Dude,
for it
it's
soon. I might
massive
pick
right
it up
now.
'cause
I
don't
heard
get
the
that
video
much.
game sucked.
Why not?
When did this
Really?
come out?
First video
It's
game.
just in Japan.
A few years ago.
Yeah, I
It
heard
hasn't been
so.
released locally.
Okay,
I
relax,
heard it's
relax
sad.
here.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Get
No,
on it,
it's-
get on it, moderator.
But I'm not telling you not to make your own decisions. Make your own decisions. Buy the game.
Well,
and
obviously,
make
I'm
your
going to
own
look into it
decisions.
before I buy it.
tell me
I
what to
haven't-
do and I'll
I
do
just
it,
heard
okay?
about it.
No,
Pay me now.
Attack on Titan is like basically. I'll give you the gist of it. There's like humans are like in.
No, you can't even explain it. You have to watch it.
No, I know
It's-
you have to watch
Part
it,
of it
but
is just
I'm trying to give
figure
Jeff the
out what the fuck
basics.
is going on.
So
No, no.
humans are
Don't
like
tell
a
him.
village.
Just give me the jizz.
Okay, I'll give you the jizz.
Okay. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Just let him watch it.
you wanted the jizz, man.
No,
Give me the gist of
stop. Okay. Stop handing out jizz out here. Stop
So,
it.
speaking of amazing black actors, hashtag Oscars less
Is that
white.
Washington?
That was an awkward intro.
That's a little strange.
The Academy just invited nearly 700 new members to improve diversity.
Fuck the
at the
Academy.
Academy Awards.
Is it all people from
F the
Compton?
Academy Awards.
I hate all award shows. Grammys, Academies,
Yeah, they're all
Tonys. I don't give a
ridiculous.
fuck.
Why?
about
I
any of
love
those.
them. They're so entertaining.
You're
No.
a cocksucker. You already spent a bunch of
You
money to
just
go
mad
watch
because
these
you're not
stupid ass
invited.
movies.
You just
Fuck
mad.
that.
You just mad because you're not invited.
I don't like the Oscars.
I wouldn't go if I was invited.
Yeah, it
No.
seems really boring.
The thing I don't like about the Oscars is it's boring, but not just that. One thing I hate about the Oscars is that only reasons movies make it into the Oscars, like for the big movie budgets, is if they do advertising for those movies. Does that make sense? Like you have to do advertising. So like if a movie it's about to be the Oscars and all of a sudden you start hearing like, "Oh, happy 4th of July, everyone!"
Happy 4th
again.
of July. All right, so we just called in Ryan. So he's no longer dead from
Hey,
space.
guys.
We have resurrected Ryan from
Hey.
space.
Hey,
What up, Ryan?
Hey, everybody.
How's Arizona?
What's good?
oh, now you
Hot.
ask people about what they've been doing. Okay,
I'm just asking how
How's
it is.
Will doing?
Jeff, don't be jealous.
I've been seeing what Will's been doing on the PlayStation Network. I know what his plans are.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you know about
What's
his,
that?
his platinums?
Have you looked at it recently, Ryan?
Did he succeed in his plan?
Yeah.
what are you playing?
Is Will there?
Yeah,
Is Will there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Did you succeed? Did you get your 3 platinums, Will?
Yeah, plus another platinum. So I'm 11 platinums right now. Wait,
You
might be
son
12.
of a bitch.
Well, I told you from the beginning that I wouldn't be afraid to use your tactics that I saw on Vita that you're doing. I told you that from the beginning.
so retarded.
Will investigates my platinum list. Like,
It doesn't take a
how did
genius
I
to
get his
see
platinums?
you have 3 platinums on the same game. And Ryan would not take the time to do that on all 3 platforms. I know that.
Cheats.
I like that game. I like that game so much. I played it 3 times.
Cheats.
Liar. I see right through your lies.
All right, Will. I'll catch up. It's all good.
We'll see.
I got some in my pocket.
We'll see. I'm working on volume now, and I know you have that one, so it's gotta be easy.
Volume's an easy one.
Yeah, exactly. They'll put me at 13 platinums. All right, so next news topic. A man named Thomas Ross has claimed that he invented the iPhone in 1992.
It's a liar.
That's pretty convenient timing.
He has now sued Apple for $10 billion.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Ross says he's worked on the design for over a year before filing the patent in 1992.
Now, who is this guy? Why does this guy get any attention?
I don't like to do the typical sexy man outfit.
Oh God, that's funny. I hope this guy gets absolutely nothing.
He has
everything.
He has a picture here of what he said he filed a patent on, but it's ridiculous. I mean, these devices existed at the time. It was this Apple that perfected it. I mean, what did he patent exactly? The capacitive touch screen? I don't get it. You put this here, Encore. What do you think?
I think somebody's just trying to cash in on something. You know, I mean, it is a patent, but I think it expired a couple years after, like 2-3 years.
Do you know what he patented exactly? Was it the capacitive screen?
I was thinking,
Where'd you find this story, Encore? TheFirstNews.com?
TMZ.
One thing I was thinking about is like when you look at this kind of stuff, you see patent trolls. Remember patent trolls all over the place? People that like you build, like let's say you build an app, and after you build the app, they go and they patent it before you can, and then they sue you for it, and then they sue you for like $100,000 to get the money out of it, and they say stop using our device, but they didn't make anything. They just patented something. This sounds like somebody that that wants to get some money, cash in something for drawing some bullshit looking thing that looks like an iPad or an iPhone.
Well, it looks more like Apple's little PDA that they made. I forget what it's called. Palm Pilot. Yeah, those were a big rage
Like
in the early
thing.
90s. The
Palm Pilot was in 92,
mid and late 90s.
It was like 1999, 1998.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Did anybody play the Xenoverse 1 game?
I played
Nope.
Budokai Tenkaichi 1, Budokai Tenkaichi 2, and Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
What he said, but number 2.
Encore, what do you know about Xenoverse?
Encore still didn't answer the question.
What do you know about Xenoverse, though?
What was your question?
Have you played Xenoverse?
Did you play Xenoverse 1?
No.
I want to play.
What do you know about it? What do you know about it, Encore?
About Xenoverse?
Yeah.
Not a damn thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't. It doesn't take the gameplay aspects from the Budokai and Tenkaichi ones. It's mainly
Tenkaichi.
Is it like the same thing, but like with more characters now, or what?
It's more simple. It's put together so you can play with other
Simpler?
players.
Williams.
What?
It's
all other times.
What? I played it. What?
What I know about Xenoverse 2 is that you can go Super Saiyan 3, and which you couldn't do in the other one.
You can do that in Xenoverse 1.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I feel like going out and buying one of those
you can
games,
even
you know?
do. They had a DLC patch.
Hey, you're wearing a Dragon Ball Z shirt, Tommy.
Yes, I am.
Was
Look
that on
at that.
purpose?
Yes, it was.
You can even go
Wow.
Encore. You can even go.
What's the difference between Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 3?
The hair.
Isn't it like 100 times the power or something
The
like that?
power's greater. The hair is longer. It's like
Ooh, the hair.
ridiculous stuff.
I don't
His hair
really
goes
watch
down to like his ankles.
What? So
Ew.
when he goes to Super Saiyan 4, does he turn into something
4
else?
is no longer
Yeah,
considered
4 is
canon.
kind of lame.
Well,
now
Xenoverse-
it's
Con 4? Well, no,
Now,
no,
Xenoverse 1
Too
had
powerful?
Super Saiyan 4 and it had Super Saiyan God. And there was even a patch for the Super Saiyan God they had from the last movie with the blue hair.
Oh.
that's from
Wait, which
that's
one's
Super
Super
God.
Saiyan.
Which one's the one where Goku has like a red?
That's
hairy
Super
chest?
Saiyan God. That's
Ah.
like
No,
the
that's
first
Super
one
Saiyan
in
4.
the movie.
7.
No, that's Super Saiyan 4.
Well,
With
no,
when he regrows the tail and he has the
no,
the red-
Super Saiyan 4 where he has the red hair is when he.
Oh, the red hair. I'm sorry.
Black.
That's
Super Saiyan 4.
No, he has red hair
No.
when he
It's on my
fuses
account.
with the
Look,
Vegeta Super Saiyan 4.
No, look, he gets
I
red
thought you were gonna be thinking
hair.
about that.
No, he gets red hair in the movie, God of Destruction,
Yeah, and then
and
goes
then
blue
it
the next
becomes
one,
blue eventually when he like because he does Kaioken. If, you know, and then he goes off.
No, I know. What
I'm
you're talking
losing the crowd.
about. I know what you're
Oh
talking
God, what a dork!
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking nerd.
Well, Xenoverse 2 is going to be released on October 25th for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and Steam.
yeah.
Is it going to be
still
on
here?
Vita?
No, it's not gonna be on Vita.
Why is?
But I don't care.
2K has officially announced Bioshock The Collection, head of the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC for $60 in North America on September 13th. Australia, it's
I
going to
will
be
buy it on
September
Black
15th.
Friday.
I'm encoring right now.
You're gonna buy it on Black Friday? It's a
Black
long
Friday.
ass time.
It'll be It's only like 2 months. It'll be $20.
Maybe 2 months.
I heard Ryan
It's
that
July.
if you get it on, if you already own the previous copy, you get it for free. Is that true?
What the fuck?
No, only on PC.
Only on PC.
Oh.
Okay.
So one of our someone on our Periscope asked us what we think about Overwatch. Does anyone want to say anything real quick?
Tell them that has nothing to do with the news. Tell them to follow.
Tell them we love Overwatch.
I love Overwatch. I played it all
We
week.
play it all the time. Does he
Don't-
want to play with us on
don't have
Overwatch?
nothing
Tell the guy in
Bioshock.
Periscope to post his gamer tag and I'll play with him. Or her.
Post your gamer tag and we'll play with you.
I guess I could have just said that. No.
What did he say? Does he want to do it?
I don't know.
Show me your gamer tag and I will play with you.
And we will find you, and we will.
His name is Mick Infamous.
Take a screenshot so we can say it.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll
Take a screenshot, send it around. We'll friend you, Mick and
Send it around. We'll find you.
and we'll play with you, or I will play with you on Overwatch.
There you go. That's who you're playing with. Look at that. No, go back to him. Look at that. Yeah.
I'll show you the ropes
Yeah.
and some nudes.
Okay.
Some dudes, nudes.
Epic Games' Tim Sweeney is happy with the news of Microsoft's Play Anywhere games, saying, quote, all game developers and ecosystem companies should work together to make the experience as seamless as possible for customers. On Paragon, we work closely. What was that, Ryan?
I thought the Epic Games people hated them. I thought they're mad at Microsoft for trying to monopolize.
Well, he puts a twist on it at the end. So on Paragon, we worked closely with Sony to ensure that the PlayStation 4 and PC gamers can cross-buy and sync their progress. And now Good Old Games syncs with Steam purchases too. But he does state that he is worried that the open Windows Store platform won't remain open for long, and it's an attempt to create a gaming monopoly for PC store platforms. What do you think, Ryan?
I agree. I think Microsoft's being sneaky right now. They're just trying to get as many people on the Windows as possible.
I think
and take all the money.
I feel like they're doing the same thing.
There's rumors that work with Steam. I don't think it'll ever happen, but if it does, that'd be good for the platforms, the PC platform overall.
If I could buy Xbox games and play them on Steam, then I would probably build a better computer.
Yeah, I would be happy with it too. All right, so games released this week: Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Did you get this Encore?
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
Looks like poop.
I'm gonna use the Force to like fix my Legos.
Star Ocean: Integrity and Faithlessness.
Sounds all over that.
Are you gonna play it, Ryan?
Try to make people
I'll
laugh.
play it when it's like $20, but the reviews are poop.
Just borrow from Sloan.
Reason why
I'll probably
I want to be
buy a
on
copy.
Big Brother.
But I want to support the Japanese RPGs. I want more.
What about the Technomancer? Has anybody heard about this one? I'm sure you heard
I've
about
heard
it.
a couple of people actually talking about that. I heard it's like Witcher, but more sci-fi.
Inside, released on Xbox One.
Oh, I want to play Inside so bad.
I want to play it too, but no, I don't want to pay full price.
Like
for
inside your house or?
it. Xbox One.
Oh, right.
God.
Inside your
I don't wanna
Xbox
pay
One.
$20.
It's
What's
coming
it?
out.
What's the sequel called?
Oh,
Outside.
he fixes cars?
This is actually kind of a spiritual successor to Limbo, sort of.
Yeah, it's the same developers.
Yeah, same developer. Crypt of the Necro Dancer, as released on iPhone. Has anybody played
I want
this
to
or
play
heard
it
of
on my Vita.
I've not played it.
It's a fun game.
I want to play it on my Vita.
It's a beat-based game. And Fury. It looks like Ryan was excited for this one. Are you going to pick up Fury?
I never heard of it, but when I looked at the trailers for it after they said it was for PS Plus, and actually looks pretty cool.
It does look good. I looked at it too.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Has a cool soundtrack too.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to move on to our topics of the week. First, I want to talk about The Crew, since we have Ryan on the phone. He's one of the few people that actually played The Crew. Jeff?
You can,
I still don't
Jeff never
care.
played Crew?
Yeah, Jeff. Thanks for joining us. And Encore.
Again, oh, you didn't play either?
No.
Bitch, I came on. I asked you guys the first day. Let's do
Bitch.
it.
Encore,
And
you had to play it through the
listen,
tutorial,
and then I asked you to
Encore.
come
I said,
again at 9
bitch.
o'clock. Nobody says shit.
Encore, you
I
have to
gotta
play
go
through
wake
the
up in the morning.
tutorial.
I said,
damn.
bitch.
I asked 2-3 times. You guys didn't say shit. So fuck off.
Fuck you. Fuck you. You're cool.
All right,
I had a
so
great time playing the Crew.
Try to make people laugh.
stop that.
God.
All right, driving across the United States. Is it all it's cracked up to be? What do you think about that main feature set it has?
Do you remember that Do you remember when we went across the U.S. and we went to Orange County? It was just a dirt lot with hills.
Yeah, it
Did you
seems
really
like
drive all the way to Orange County?
Yeah, we did, and it was terrible.
yeah.
Orange County, Florida?
No, Orange County,
First of all,
California.
let's be honest here. Okay, we didn't drive all the way to goddamn Orange County.
We did.
We flew there.
We did fly on the airport.
and then you drove a little bit.
How?
About 40 miles.
I think it takes probably like 20 minutes to drive across the United States.
Is it real time? Like
Oh,
the
bullshit.
driving?
3 days
It takes
or
way
something?
longer than that.
3.5 days.
Real
Way
time,
longer.
Jeff.
How much longer do you think
5
it takes?
days to get to the East Coast.
Well,
On
obviously,
an Xbox.
I don't
so obviously
understand
they're
what
not going to
you're
fit the whole United States in this map,
Yeah.
but they fit like the major cities. So Orange County is just pretty much
Orange
desert.
County is Laguna Beach. That's all you get. You get Laguna Beach
it's just
Pier,
Laguna Beach.
and that's it.
I mean, real time as in if you drove from LA to Orange County, would it actually take you in game like 45 minutes?
No,
No,
it
it
takes
takes
you
like-
about like 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2
Oh,
minutes.
so-
about
so it's not
something
real
like
It does
time.
not take 2
As I
minutes.
said.
So they're lying. They're lying.
Okay,
So how long
maybe
does
4
this game run?
minutes. Maybe 4 minutes.
Maybe
But max.
double
It
that
took-
time.
It took me like 10 minutes to catch up to you guys
It's 'cause you can't
from
drive.
Chicago to somewhere stupid.
It's 'cause you can't drive.
And it said you guys are only like 15 miles away. It still took me forever.
Because you can't read GPS.
Somewhere stupid, USA.
So when you go to LA, LAX has a mountain next to it, like rocks all over the place. I'm like, LAX doesn't look like this.
Look, man,
Maybe
they
it
haven't.
did.
Maybe they just haven't updated the maps. Okay.
It never looked like that.
So we got this because it was a free Xbox One games with gold game.
Yeah, they
And-
made it free. It was originally what, $29.99?
Yeah, but what sucked was everything you did. It was trying to advertise the DLC, Wild Run. Everything you did, you had to click. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't want to play Wild Run. I don't want to play Wild Run. I don't want to download Wild Run. Stop reminding me.
Yeah.
And you can't even enjoy the normal
It even
game.
calls itself Wild Run. It's like, thank you for playing the crew Wild Run. Like,
I know.
It's
So
the crew.
Oh my
Confusing.
god, Tyler.
It was empty.
Spilled a monster all over the laptop.
empty.
Oh
It
my
was
god.
Fuck off.
It's all thumbs today.
Nerd.
Would you stop that? So
So is this game worth $30? Would you pay $30 for this game?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't pay. I wouldn't pay $30.
I was so pissed off just trying to play as a group because the problem with this game is that it throws you in there and it gives you instructions of the storyline, but it doesn't tell you jack squat about how to do anything else. You have to like figure it out.
How to drive?
That's
For
Xbox
example,
free,
like
bro.
for example, no, I mean when you try to play the game, like it doesn't tell you, oh, to be a part of a crew, everyone has to finish this part and everyone has to get this done. Like you can't just go, yeah, I just want to drive my friends immediately. No, you have to all play. I mean, this is why Uncle didn't come because he didn't want to do the tutorial. You know, it just takes time.
Well, Jeff, you remember this is Ubisoft, and you played the Division. Division had a lot of support behind it. This game, not very much support behind it. So the multiplayer of it is kind of glitchy.
Yeah, the crew wasn't there.
We got through the tutorial, and we were trying to play with each other. It just kept kicking us out. We couldn't join.
Yeah,
each
we
other
had to like
for a minute.
restart the game
And we
just
have
to join.
Yeah,
the
we just had
crew.
to close down the game.
Oh my
Open
god.
the game back up again. All of a
Yeah,
sudden it
it's all
worked.
glitchy.
So annoying.
All
Sounds like
somebody-
Master Chief Edition.
Whatever.
that.
Jeff,
wrong with Master
I'm
Chief?
sure it's the same on
Probably plays a
PlayStation
lot better on
4.
the PlayStation.
Oh,
I'm sure it's the same on PlayStation 4. It's
What?
Ubisoft.
Did you say you wanted me to hang you up? What was that?
that's what I said earlier. Hang you up.
You want me to hang you up?
I'm gonna hang you up right now.
All right. So, what do we think about the races and the other gameplay modes that this game has?
I mean, I like.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, it was the drag racing was pretty cool. I was hard to figure out what the fuck you're supposed to do. You know, it says like get it to the green, but then you try and it just goes over and it's bad driving.
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck?
The drag racing one's kind of like golfing. You have to get the bar where it's supposed to be, or like
Remember
kicking in
we-
football.
Yeah.
Remember that mission we had? We had to chase after the guy, and he was like super
Oh, that
fast,
was
and
so
we couldn't
annoying.
hit
It's
him.
That was hilarious.
When you had to ram him?
I
Yeah.
won. Let me state.
It felt like
Just ran the shit out of the guy.
like you're chasing after that pig.
But you know what though? I would like more games where you could drive around like we did with your friends. That would be fun.
There's one coming out that's
that was
Encore
cool.
is really excited for it. Encore.
What?
Okay, Encore.
I would like a game like if you guys have ever
You pissed him off.
if you guys played something
Encore, aren't you really excited for GT Sport,
No.
where you can drive across the United States?
No.
Like GT Sport.
Weren't you asking us if anybody's getting GT
Nobody
Sport?
said
Yeah, you asked
anything.
us all.
You were talking about how it was going to be so
and then
exciting
Will
to drive
read
across
it
the United
and
States.
didn't respond to it.
No, I thought that was the crew that where you drive across the United States.
Well, this one you can too. So
Oh.
when they announced
Then are we gonna get it?
when they announced GT Sport, everybody's like, "Oh, didn't they already do that with the crew?"
I want more of
excited
like
now.
car destruction, like they have in Grand Theft Auto, where your car gets just destroyed. That would be more fun. Where you could just like ram your friend's car, you both blow up,
Yo,
you have a
Tommy,
good giggle.
If you play Gran Turismo, it kind of has that damage.
But
control.
when they're
Well,
when
can
they're
you put
working
all
with
together?
licensed cars,
We should try that.
So if GT
get it.
Sport does this better, I'll probably be more excited for it because this one's really glitchy. The frame rate is terrible.
Oh yeah,
Maybe it's
bad.
Xbox One because it has lower specs than PS4, but the frame rate was terrible.
I think it was the game, to be honest with you,
And I wouldn't be surprised.
because there was so many problems already. It was not far fetched to say
It's probably
to assume.
Xbox.
It's probably the game had a lot of issues
Probably
when
Xbox.
I was playing it too. Yeah.
The game was poorly optimized for multiplayer. It was terrible.
I remember seeing ghosts,
about-
ghost cars, and then the ghost cars would show up.
Oh yeah. Like we try to go and join the crew, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
like you see the name floating. But
Yeah, that was another problem.
But it was no goddamn car. Like, where's the car? But I see a name
You can
plate.
see your friends, but your friends aren't necessarily part of your game.
Right.
So
They're
you
like in
see
there
like
and-
where they are on the map,
Or they're on
but
the
it
map,
updates really slowly.
and you get there, and
Right.
he's like, "I'm right here." I'm like, "Where's here?"
And there's a point when Tommy was part of our crew, but we couldn't even see him.
Yeah,
It's
stupid.
It's terrible.
Ryan, was it cool that we all chose a separate car? I thought that was really weird because I think Tommy chose a Dodge. You chose a Chevy. Will chose a Mustang,
Yeah.
and I chose a Nissan. We didn't even plan that. We all just
each one
chose-
of us chose a different one of
That
the
was-
default
That's
cars.
crazy.
It's pretty
and
interesting.
the reason I won the Ram
Get
the other
your
guy
sarcasm out of here.
challenge is because I picked the better car. I would give the crew like a 3 out of 10, just because of all the.
That's
all
a
the-
Yikes.
very low rating.
Yeah, it just kind of pissed me off. There's a lot of games with similar, like, I mean, the driving mechanics and how it looks and driving was, it's very similar to a lot of games. So there was nothing that really made me go, oh, this is great. And then the storyline is very basic and generic.
Oh, story's stupid.
Yeah, so it's just like, okay, you fail in a story. It's the same kind of driving and the same kind of experience as every other goddamn racing game now, and you can't even fucking connect multiplayer. Therefore, you get a 3.
I give it a 5.
We played fine together. I give the single player a 5 out of 10, and playing with my friends, I give an 8 out of 10 because I had a great time.
Yeah. Because every time we came
When
out of a
everything was
mission, your
working.
ass drove off like you're afraid.
I went to find missions.
Yeah. Your ass got lost. Mission all the way across Kansas. That's what you.
I give it a 5 out of 10. It has potential, but it falls short from terrible frame rate, terrible connectivity issues, and
Terrible console.
Terrible console, yeah.
Terrible console.
Console has nothing to do with it.
I
It has
probably feel much
everything to do
different.
You wouldn't play the terrible frame rates if you didn't have a terrible console.
So, what do you rate it?
If I was going to give it a rating for the
Will's gonna
multiplayer,
kill
I
you.
would say somewhere around 8 or 7
Oh,
for
Wow.
us when we were playing because I enjoyed it a lot. I liked it when we were playing, and
Yeah, I had a great time.
my favorite part is when we played the drifting game, and then Ryan's like, "So he'll figured it out. He's got his little things."
You would enjoy that.
So found his tactics.
So he'll
Everyone
score.
else
All of a
scores
sudden, we're stuck at
1,500,
2K, and his
40,000.
score jumped down to like 6,000.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not.
I don't know
gonna
what
lie.
I'm doing. I'm just pressing buttons.
That shit.
That's exactly what happened.
That shit pissed me off because we're both new to the game, but for some goddamn reason, he's always 10,000 points ahead of me in every single.
But I
challenge.
barely played this game. I mean,
So
I-
have
That, he always says that.
Goddamn.
Marcus Beasley.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
But anyway, it was really fun. I enjoyed that. But the single player was. I thought that story was really stupid.
It was pretty. It was pretty like bad.
Oh, no one's gonna know who you are in your hometown. Get the f out of here.
It's Troy Baker driving cars real fast.
That's so stupid.
He looked like a young Walter White. It was kind of weird.
It actually looked like.
Looked like he was in his 40s.
Yeah, it looked like Walter White, young version of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Before shit went down.
what is so? Yeah, that's it.
That's all I got.
All right. So, do we want to end our conversation, Ryan, before we move into
Have a good night.
Independence
bye,
Day?
Ryan.
Bye, friends.
Bye, Ryan.
Bye,
Have
Ryan.
fun.
Thanks for joining us.
No making
Oh,
babies.
bye.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
And interact with the hot chicks and
He hung up. What an asshole. I couldn't even hang up
What
on
a
him.
dick, man.
Now we look stupid, Tommy. Thanks.
You're welcome.
We should. Never mind.
Call him back just so we can hang up on him.
Should I?
No, don't do that.
We're moving on to our second topic of the week, Independence Day. So, what do you think about this movie, Encore? Is it a movie that does justice to the original?
It does not do justice to the original.
Why does that?
It didn't have the same charisma. I think it was more
the future didn't come out. The first one, you know, it was a popcorn flick. Everyone liked it. It was over the top, but you can, you know, it was somewhat realistic and grounded.
Do you think that you were just, you know, naturally
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to
Well, I mean, like, having seen the first one, do you think you were just already kind of preset, like, oh, it can't be as good as the first one when you went in to see it?
No. I thought it could have been better because I mean, not better, but I thought it could have been as good. But it just, in this one, the acting was just bad. The dialogue was bad. The graphics, you know, it looked good at Destruction. Roland Emmerich, you know, he's really good at these type of movies. He does 2012, Godzilla.
Do you think
Star Trek.
not having Will Smith was a mistake?
No, I mean, you lose some of his, you know, charisma and comedy that he had in the first one. But it just, like, overall, everybody else's dialogue, it just came off, like, cringy. It wasn't.
So you think they were trying hard?
I think
to,
the
like,
best
cover
part
it?
of this movie is the original cast. The new cast sucks.
I loved it. I loved that they were there, you know, but it just, the dialogue was just, it wasn't funny, you know.
The original cast made this movie for me. If the original cast wasn't there, I would have hated it.
Was there any good speeches by Bill Pullman?
A little bit. It was
did-
terrible.
Oh,
He did
it wasn't
a
good,
little
though?
bit. No.
Not as good as the first one.
Best speech ever. Movie history.
He was using a cane, and he's like, "Fuck this cane," and then I'm gonna give my speech.
Ooh. I like
So he's
it.
old. So in the movie, did they explain how that guy that got choked out? still
That's what I was going to ask, too.
Yeah, that
So
was.
do you want to do spoilers or no spoilers?
No spoilers, but just tell me.
Let's just do spoilers.
Is there no spoilers?
Nobody's seen this movie.
I didn't watch it.
Everybody's failing this.
Well, it is- everybody-
no confessions.
Everybody already knows.
No restrictions.
Everybody already knows Brett Spiner is in this movie,
I don't know.
so
who that
that's
is.
not a spoiler.
Anybody know
Who's Brett Spiner?
how
I
many
don't know that.
Tupperwares are going to give
Look,
this movie?
the
all
guy
we
that
wanna
played
know-
Data in Star Trek Generation.
Look, hey, listen.
Generation.
We just want to know: do they explain how he's not dead? Don't tell us what it is.
Okay,
Just-
so they explain.
that's
That's,
all we
all I
wanna
want to
know.
know. So
Yeah.
it's in the movie. They explain how he lives. So do they at all allude to the previous movie at all?
oh, duh.
Yeah, a lot.
So I'm just wondering.
It's a sequel, man.
I understand from the I understand from the trailers, since I haven't watched this movie.
You really don't want it spoiled?
Listen, let
No.
me just do my
You
thing.
can spoil it. I don't
So, no, don't spoil it for me because I want to watch it.
Yeah, I want to watch it.
Take your headphones off. You don't want to spoil it.
Is that
then.
2 weeks to watch it? Still here.
I have to
Damn.
listen to it.
So I'll tell you this.
Is Baldwin in it?
Without spoiling it, you know what they did with episode 7? How it follows a similar formula to episode 4 and episode 6.
What are you talking about, dude?
Okay, so it follows the same storyline.
You talking about
What
Star
do you mean what am I
Wars,
talking
our
about? That's all you
podcast?
would talk about. Where episode 7 is the same thing as episode 4. That's all you talk about, Encore.
Oh, he's mad.
Oh, you talking about Star
Yeah,
Wars?
it is.
Is there some huge twist to this
So
movie
this
that would spoil
one,
it?
this
or
one's basically
something?
the same thing. Follows this very similar storyline
They're
to
all
the
dreaming.
first.
So
to the
like
first one.
Finding Nemo and Finding Dory,
Yeah.
very similar.
Yeah, similar story arc. Yes,
Got it. So then my
In
question,
fact, they actually took one of the characters is trying to meet up just the same thing as the first one.
Somebody has Alzheimer's.
out to Area 51 just to repeat what happened with the
Short-term
first
memory
one.
loss.
got it. So the question here is that so humans beat the aliens in the first movie, right? Independence Day, the original.
I don't know. Did they?
Yeah.
It's alleged that they did.
Unless it was in the second movie that they didn't beat them.
Well, we
But-
prevented the invasion. We'll say
We
that.
prevented an invasion, but they beat them on their invasion. So then let's say that.
I thought they
So-
beat them because they blew up the mothership. They blew up a whole bunch of stuff in the first movie,
But not
Yeah,
all the
exactly.
stuff, maybe.
and everything sank to the ground.
So okay, so they did that. So the
All
humans
these are like
found
their
the
cousins.
technology. They figured it out like they figured it
They
out.
didn't find it. I think they used the technology
Oh
from the
my
leftover
God.
Can you
parents.
listen? Stop talking.
Lick it.
So they find technology. They use technology just like the Transformers, right? Humans with the Transformers. Remember the movie The Transformers? They would like use some of their technology to get more advanced. Humans did for a little bit or whatever it was. They got more advanced. They made jets that work better. They made things that work better. So that's all I got from the trailer. And that Jeff Goldblum is still crazy, and his dad's still crazy.
Chef
even
Goldblum.
even Goldblum, like his dialogue and like it didn't come off right. You know, the dialogue, it was just, I don't know. I think
How should
all
it
the
have come
acting
off?
it wasn't. It was cringy, dude. It was.
What was it
really
lacking?
cringy.
Do you think?
I was.
Charisma.
I would like to have that one guy that worked with David before Jeff Goldblum. That was a David. The nasally
Oh, that gay guy who got
Yeah.
blown up?
Yeah,
He was a
He
good
was
one.
funny.
yeah, he got blown up, but I would have loved to see him again.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Is Alec Baldwin in it?
They had this really weird lawyer character that filled his void.
Guess not.
Which lawyer?
The lawyer character that got that gun, and you don't remember
Oh
him?
yeah. See, I don't even remember. He was that like.
Yeah,
don't
he's very
remember him.
forgettable. It did not fill that void. What's your question, Jeff?
Is Alec Baldwin in it?
Alec Baldwin?
Remember he was the guy who shot the can on top of the spaceship when Jeff Goldblum like
Oh,
shoot.
the guy from Chuck.
Yeah.
Chef Goldblum?
I don't remember. Do you remember Encore?
Yeah, the guy from Chuck. He wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Remember that general from the first one?
Plausible deniability?
So he died a couple of years ago. This last year?
Like in real life?
In real life. He had Alzheimer's. You remember that old general, right?
Oh, yeah, I know you're talking about.
Okay, so he had
Oh, he had a cigar in his hand.
I think so. So he has Alzheimer's in real life, and I think he died last year. And there's a scene in here where they're celebrating the 4th of July, and they're just celebrating when they beat him, and he's sitting there in a wheelchair, and he just looks fucked up. Like he stands up, like something's wrong with him. He looks CGI or something. I think he had Alzheimer's when they filmed that scene. So
Like, where the hell am I?
it looked weird, dude.
So they
It looked
got it.
really
So the
weird.
guy
He
that
probably thought it was the first movie.
so you're telling me. So they're telling me that some guy that had Alzheimer's was in the movie, and he's standing there and like completely forgot where the hell he is, and they're
Well,
like,
he
just stand here,
yeah.
and we're gonna film
Is
you.
this the Peanuts movie?
Because he died last year, yeah, and they were filming last year.
That's
So
messed up.
It's
I'm
kind of
sorry.
sad.
I don't know why the family let him film it or
Well,
whatever.
he had to make some
but-
money before he passed away, right? So
guess.
Got paid his
Funeral
bills.
expenses.
Will Smith's son. He's like
Dylan.
supposed to be- yeah, Dylan.
wait, he's in this movie?
Yeah, Dylan's in this movie. He fills
Oh,
he fills the Will Smith void.
He was
Nobody can fill the
I
Will
think.
Smith
He was
void.
cool. No, he didn't. He couldn't. He was cool.
Will Smith's son's in this movie. Oh,
Was it Jaden?
No, it's not his real son.
Oh!
from the first movie?
I was thinking like what's his name, Jaden or
Yeah,
something?
Jaden
I was
Smith.
like, God, I hate
the
that
one that's
kid.
like the one that's in like
The karate
female
movies.
magazines.
Don't you remember the beginning of the movie Independence Day where Dylan
Yeah,
is like,
yeah.
it's not trying to wake up the parents. It's
Yeah,
not
the
even
backwards
a four
hat.
pointer. Don't wake me up.
No, the little kid with the
Yeah.
shaved head, right?
Yeah.
Jaden Smith kind of looks like a Hey Arnold.
Isn't Jaden Smith? Isn't Jaden Smith in female clothing line?
Who cares?
I think he is, but yeah.
That's weird.
I have
But
no
anyway,
idea.
Finishing it off. Let's move on.
There goes our Will Smith endorsements.
So he was all right. And his son, like he didn't have enough dialogue, or like the dialogue wasn't great. Like what he was given, I think he was cool, but people don't like him either. He was really one-sided character, I think.
Well, I guess
And then you got what's the name, Thor's brother in here, Liam Hemsworth, I think, right?
Yeah.
was he Thor too?
No, he's Thor Jr.
Was he a superhero or something?
Ankur did not think that was funny.
So Encore, you didn't like the integration of the alien technology, made it a little bit
No.
too far fetched from the original, right?
Oh,
You
don't
got it?
spoil it.
I thought it was a cool idea, but it just didn't come off right. It was too far-fetched.
Well,
it looked weird.
I went into it with very, very low expectations, and I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It was a really, really dumb movie, but it was just like Starship Troopers.
But the first one was dumb, right? But it was more realistic.
This was a lot more dumb.
This was really, I like dumb movies. Okay,
Yes, you do.
so this movie I wanted to like it a lot. So I don't know.
I
Just
like dumb movies.
Like the
What?
ending. There's this part, with the stupid school bus. Like that was unnecessary.
Jeff, did you watch Starship Troopers?
Love Starship Troopers.
Do you
I love
remember the
that movie
ending
too.
scene where that guy puts his hand on the bug and he's like, "They're afraid,"
Yeah.
and then it has all the ships going to space. We're like, "We're going to get the rest of them," or something
Yeah.
like that. We're winning.
Yeah.
Similar,
Didn't
it's very
this-
similar ending. Very similar.
Wasn't the movie? It wasn't that news something like
a
this
great
just
movie.
in, and then this like Square came in. And it's like the news, like for news.
Neil
segments.
Patrick Harris, wasn't it?
Yeah, Neil
Yeah,
Patrick,
Neil Patrick Harris
it.
was
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And then it was like we're winning the fight against the bugs, and then there's people stomping on cockroaches.
Yeah,
that was a
well,
weird
I'm not
stuff.
talking about those info ads; those aren't in here.
Oh,
but
okay.
the feeling that you get when he puts his hand on the bug and says the bug's afraid, and then we're coming for the rest of
Oh, okay, got it.
Very similar ending.
Okay, cool.
Without spoiling anything.
Well, let's hopefully we get
What's better, Starship Troopers or ID4 2?
Starship Troopers.
Oh,
Starship Troopers 1 is an amazing movie. The
It is,
next
absolutely.
three,
That's the one, Denise Richards.
yes.
Denise Richards. I don't know. I really didn't care for her character. I thought the movie was fun. Rico's fun, and so was all the rest. But anyway,
Yeah, I love that movie.
Didn't they make a Starship Troopers game?
I think they did, but I think it was later on. But the Starship Troopers 2, 3, and 4 movies
those were
really
the
bad.
worst movies I've ever
There's
seen.
a fourth one?
I think there's a fourth one, and they're all on Netflix for a while.
I've seen the first two, and I know there's a third one. I haven't seen the fourth one, though. I think 2 or 3 is on Netflix right now.
2 and 3, they're really bad. If you watch any of it?
No. I've
they're
seen the second
terrible.
one, yeah, but that one's
think I've seen
terrible. I haven't seen the third one, though.
Yeah, I was watching it, and I was just like, this is really, really bad.
Is it maybe the director of Striptease? He did Starship Troopers, I think, right? Something Voorhees.
I'm not sure
couldn't
who
tell
did
you.
it, but at the same time, the first movie was really good. I guess it got everyone going for the 90s.
So what do you rate it?
How
many Tupperwares?
How many? What do you rate this
How
movie?
many
How
leftovers?
many starships?
It's
How many microwaves?
How many starships? I give it a 6.
How many alien tentacles?
A 6 out of 10.
How
Would
about
you rate the original
Encore?
one?
How much do I rate the original?
Yeah.
It's kind of nostalgic for me, so I'm a little bit biased, but I'd give it like a 7 or 8.
Dang, a 7?
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
The first one was really fun. I mean, Will Smith
first one was
punches an
good.
alien in the face and
Well,
says, "Welcome to Earth."
if we're going on the rating system, that 5 is average, 6 is slightly above average, 7. Like I put it down a level because I thought my nostalgia would be talking. If I'm just gonna give a rating, just give a rating and give it 8. But I'm afraid that's nostalgia speaking.
I give the original an 8.
So, that's okay. So you like it. I usually go on the rating where 5 is a fail. Like
5
in
is a
school.
fail.
Yeah, what is
So
a
that's-
0 then?
Yeah, what is 0?
There are
It's
no
like I don't
zeros.
touch it with the 10-foot pole. What?
So
I'm gonna burn every copy.
burn
I see.
it.
I can't even think of one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I can't.
Howard the
What would you say? What would you
Batman
give a
versus
movie
Superman.
a rating of 1?
Howard the Duck, I would give like a 3.
I would give Howard the Duck probably the lowest rating I've ever had. It was like 3.
What?
So you don't have a movie that's 1?
No.
Okay.
Although I only have like 2 or 3 that are 10s.
Return of the
What's
Jedi.
the 1 and 2?
Jedi, Sandlot, the original Turtles,
What a loser.
Stand By Me, Leon the Professional, and I think that's it.
What
So
about Mean
5.
Girls? I thought you liked Mean Girls.
I give Mean Girls like an 8.
Yeah, I'd give Mean Girls an 8.
I grew up with
Girls
4
are great.
sisters. It's like that's how they do. That's what they do. They're devils.
Poor thing.
Oh, alrighty, Jeff. You have a very,
Alrighty.
very hard score to handle.
Very intense. Very intense.
Nothing has a 1. I mean, that's crazy.
All right.
You
Well,
want to talk about Independence Day still, or
I think we're done with this.
Encore, did you give your rating?
We haven't said anything.
no?
No,
Encore, give us your rating.
I give it 6 out of 10 starships.
Stupid.
I'm glad we agree, Encore.
All right.
Oh, it's so
You didn't give it
silly.
any leftovers. so we're
After
good.
he saw the movie 4 times, still a 6.
It's not 4 times?
What?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Did he
They
say?
Why'd you see it 4 times?
didn't complain about
We're not
one
talking
time.
about Batman versus Superman.
Oh no! He said he saw Independence Day 4 times,
You
right?
saw Independence Day 4 times?
Damn, Encore, that's crazy.
Why'd you see it
He
4
said
times?
he saw it one time.
Oh,
We confirmed in the beginning of the podcast because
Sorry.
last
So,
week saw it.
one question I have for you guys: would you watch it again?
No,
I'll wait for
I
it.
haven't even seen it.
I wouldn't pay to see it in theaters again,
Okay.
but I'll watch it when it
once.
comes
Watch
to
it on
Netflix
TV.
or whatever for
So
sure.
the
yeah.
ending of the movie, it sets it up for a third one. Like straight out, they throw it in your face. Like this, we're going to space.
Be
basically.
prepared for. Okay,
done- they
way
say
to
it.
way to like ruin the whole goddamn
spoiled
movie.
it.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ!
Alrighty. So,
Spoiler.
I just read the synopsis of the damn next movie. You guys
And you
know.
just
Why would you read it
do you
to
have a
him?
moderated question for us?
the news section? Do you not remember?
What?
I hate you.
In the news section, he said Roland Emmerich. The next one is going to intergalactic story.
He has old timers, he doesn't remember.
Old
So I
timers.
didn't,
I don't know where I am.
I didn't
Is this the
spoil
first
anything.
movie?
Where the hell am I?
That's probably what he thought.
All right. So moderator question of the week: if you could make a VR game, what would it be?
Are you going round robin?
Anything?
Call our
Around the
names?
table. So Sohail.
Ooh.
Oh, why do I have to go first? If I had to make a game, I would make a VR game where you repair cars.
What?
You don't even repair cars
You'll
in real
probably
life.
So stupid.
Yeah, but it would be really cool to try to repair it, and if you repaired it wrong, like it would explode.
You'll probably like Job Simulator. It's not. You repair some cars in Job Simulator, but it's not in detail.
Like
Okay,
imagine.
I
Listen,
can't tell if he's trolling or
I
not.
don't know either.
Imagine if. Oh fuck.
He's pulling a Brian. He's pulling a
so
Brian
excited
so
about
with
this
this
is gonna
trolling.
drop
Like, you can't tell if he's trolling or not.
So imagine this: you open a hood and it says there's a problem, and then you go in there and you start fixing it. And what happens? You cross wires and the car blows up. or something else.
Wires?
Wait,
This is like escape room VR, but with a car.
Yeah. What happens about that? That's crazy.
Okay.
Okay.
wait. A little off topic. Did you see the video of Jay Leno flipping the car? And
I haven't seen it.
What do you
yet,
mean
but-
flipping the car?
he was
That
in a
was
car,
crazy.
and they were trying to get the car on 2 wheels on the side, and they hit like a crack or something in the road the road, and the car flipped like 7 times.
Wait,
He was
wasn't
driving?
It, wasn't it?
No,
like,
he wasn't driving. It was an 80-year-old man driving
He
it.
die?
No, they were totally fine because they were totally strapped in.
Wow.
But there's video from inside the car, and it looks so.
I heard it
funny.
was like 4,000 horsepower. Or
yeah,
some shit like that.
or 1,200 horsepower.
That's
I
some
think.
crazy.
Was it
yeah.
one of his cars?
No,
Yeah.
no,
it was his car.
Was it
wasn't
his car? I
Yeah,
don't
it was
think
one of his cars.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
but-
a million of them.
Yeah, and it was one of the cars that like specially made to go on 2 wheels. But the track they were on wasn't meant for that kind of stuff, and they hit the crack and they just started spinning.
Was
Damn,
it
that
Junior
was
or
scary.
Twins? Where Arnold drove on 2 wheels in the parking lot?
That happens in a James Bond movie.
I think it was
forever.
I think it was Twins with Danny DeVito where he drove on 2 wheels. But anyway.
Okay, Tommy.
Sorry.
What VR game would you make?
Tyler.
I would like to see Assassin's Creed, honestly, as a VR game. That would just be really
that'd
interesting.
Intense VR.
It would be very intense, but also it'd be cool, like, because you could go to all the timelines, you could see the ancestors.
I would get so motion sick playing that game.
In first person or third person?
First person.
Okay, just asking.
Isn't VR always first person?
VR would
No,
be
they
first
have
person.
VR where you control person and third person. That's what we're talking about with Lucky
But that wouldn't be
Tale.
as cool though.
Like
Imagine-
Yeah, that would just be like watching it.
How much more fun would it be to build repair a car though?
Oh my god.
Get out of here with the car!
Oh man, hey man, I always wanted to repair a Pontiac.
It's true because watching Job Simulator, and I never thought how fun it would be to work as like a convenience store clerk, but that looks pretty damn fun.
Oh, another one would be Mario.
Yeah,
any kind of Mario would be fun.
I need to show you Lucky
Just how
Tale.
goofy
you
it
need
is.
You need to play that. Tyler,
I straight up saw Encore taking a picture of me. I straight up
It's
saw
it's funny.
it,
Check
yeah.
Snapchat.
It's for later.
I don't know. I think a Star Wars game would be cool. Especially what would be really cool would be Shadows of the Empire. Like that.
if they
That'd be
remade
fucking
that
cool.
game,
because that's one of the best stories besides the movies.
Yeah, I love that game. I
I like the Force Unleashed games.
Yeah.
Did you bring Dark Forces like you said you were going to 3
Oh
weeks ago?
shit! I'm sorry. No,
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So
I'll
how
bring it
would you
tomorrow. I'll bring it tomorrow.
in
Sure
the
you
Star
will.
Wars game? What would you do? Would you fight with a
Take it.
lightsaber? Or what would you
No,
do
you'd
in
play
your
as
VR
Dash
game?
Throw the
Rendar.
hill.
I mean, if it was going to be after Shadows of the Empire, you'd play as Dash Rendar.
You just throw the
So
hill.
then you'd be able to shoot from the hilt,
Yeah, that, and then you'd have the swoops and everything.
The speeder bikes would be cool.
Question.
The-
Oh my god, the speeder bikes would be so
Question.
cool.
The asteroid belt or the
Yeah.
skyhook at the very end. That'd
So
be
question.
so cool.
So if your ship broke, would you be able to repair it?
Oh my god.
that would be a
The
side
DLC.
quest. Yeah, it would be a side quest in the game.
DLC.
You'd have to fix your ship.
Encore, I
Or
know
your
you're hesitant on VR, but what game would you make if you could make one?
VR porn.
Someone just burped.
Taking a shower.
Catch that booty VR.
You want to take a shower in VR?
Yeah, I want to see a VR shower. Oh no.
It's like a
Have you
VR
guys heard
porn?
about those VR? They're making like VR, like people that go to Mount Everest and stuff like that. You can watch all that kind of stuff. Have you
Like
heard
you're there
about
with
that?
them at the same time?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Climbing, that'd be pretty cool.
Isn't that like just a video then? You're talking about like a video where you follow people?
Yeah, like
It's
you know,
kinda
they have
creepy.
Sherpas and shit, and they're climbing it. Like we can't go there. We can't afford it. So I think they're making it already. I would like to see that. That'd be pretty cool.
All right, cool.
All right, Jeff.
Wait. I have a question. So if you get to the top of the mountain and could you
Just mute
repair?
him. He's going to say something. Just mute him.
Could you repair your backpack?
Jeff, what VR game would you make?
As weird as it sounds, I would like to see like an Outlast VR game, like something super scary.
Like Resident Evil?
So Resident Evil
Like that,
that's
not
coming
really.
up.
Yeah, I haven't played it, so sure.
That Resident Evil looks scary to me. I'm probably gonna
I'm
shit
really
my pants.
excited
for it.
Did you see it, Jeff?
What?
The trailer for the new Resident Evil.
No.
It fucking looks scary.
Jeff, what about like an escape room VR?
That would be actually kind of cool. Like you could walk around. I mean, if you could walk around your your room or whatever and look for little puzzles and clues. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's
That might be
actually
cool.
very doable. We could do that.
You can put like 20 people in the same game.
They just bump it into
But
each other. Hey, fuck out of the way.
So
Mute him.
Could you fix the escape room? Fuck out
well, he didn't say escape room. He said a scary game. Like
Are you gonna ask if you
Outlast.
can fix a car in this?
You gonna fix the zombies?
So if you had to run away from zombies and your car broke down, would you be able to fix it?
With your VR game, yes, we could.
All right, so that's
All right, so the VR game I would make is, you guys remember Black and White?
No.
Yes, I love that game.
I want to do that one
Michael
with
Jackson
VR,
album?
so you can actually pick up your
Oh.
little worshippers and like pet your pet.
I remember
your
that
pet?
game.
Pet your pet.
So
Pet
pet
your
your
pet.
pet.
You get like a pet monster.
Okay, don't
Pet your pet.
read in too much into that, Tommy. No one touch each other's dicks and nothing happens.
What?
Pet your
Where is
pet.
this going?
So in that game,
Could you fix the pet?
okay, don't take my stuff.
Explain Black and White. Explain it.
So black and white, you're a god. You have the choice between being good or evil. Black, black or white, and you get a creature
So
that you can
racist.
develop. And the develop of the creature can be either good or bad. So the creature can learn from you to be good by giving food or healing.
So
or,
to reward him,
So why
you
is
you
the
pet,
so why is the bad black?
to reward your monster, you pet it.
relax,
dark?
relax.
What's most fun is you control your hand with your mouse. With your pet does something you don't like, you smack it.
So you smack your black.
So okay, listen.
So this is a PC, not any kind of other
It was
platform.
PC. It was
Oh.
PC. It was the same Lion's Head, right? They made it.
Lion's
Now
Head
it'll no
Studios
longer
made it. They
available.
made a second one which looked good, but it was terrible. It had like nowhere near as much innovation as the
Sound like
first
this
one
game
had.
was made in
The good thing about the
1930s.
game is that you got to train your creature, and there was another opponent god that you played against, and that opponent god had a creature.
role playing with real time strategy. It's real time strategy, but you're God with worshippers that you're like manipulating to help you.
And then your creature could run to their camp and fight their creature. It was freaking cool.
The more worshippers you get, the more powerful your powers are.
No.
Oh,
relax.
What?
You're saying all kinds of stuff about black people.
Like
so close.
Just think of like StarCraft. It's more like StarCraft.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Except it's 3D, and you have.
And then you had different types of worshippers. You can get Norse ones.
And you guys are really into this game, huh?
You could be an evil god or a good god. The evil god.
Yeah, I got that part. You get black and white.
You can throw your worshippers around.
You can throw your worshippers around?
Yeah. Like little people.
Who needs a sword when I've got this guy right here? Just fling him at you.
Like there's villages around you. You want to try to win the villages over. You can win them
by
over
by throwing the people at them.
Yeah, you can win them over by like.
Sounds very Genghis Khan.
By making them worship you with your power, or by doing good deeds and making them worship you that way.
I guess.
All right.
I think Pokemon VR would be pretty cool.
How about Dragon Ball
using
Z
the Go? Oh no, that would be too far. You just get blasted every 5 minutes.
Well, that wraps it up for this week's Confessions. We want to thank all of our listeners. Join us on next week as we talk about Fury, which is going to be free on PlayStation Plus.
Free.
And we're also going to talk about Check It Out from Adult Swim.
Adult Swim.
And The Secret Life of Pets, which is going to be movie theaters.
Movie theaters.
As a reminder, you can find all our previous episodes and bonus content on our website, nerdconfessions.net. You can follow us on our many social media platforms to send us your own confessions. And that's it. So thank you everybody
See you later,
for listening.
guys.
David Jaffe.